Oh my god, where did that come from? Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a video that I've been umming and ahhing about doing for a while, because I know there's a lot of videos a bit like this circling around the internet and about their experience of this particular thing, which I'll go into in a minute. But I kind of wanted this to be like a little bit more of a positive video, and I feel up to finally doing a video about it in a positive light, if that makes sense. So if any of you follow me on social media, you'll know that I was at the Ariana Grande Manchester concert, and I don't think I need to explain what happened because I don't really want to. And obviously with that I went to the One Love concert, and if anyone knows me as me, you'll know that Ariana is literally my favourite person on earth. She's my favourite artist and she has been for so incredibly long. So seeing her live was a must. Manchester is my nearest city that she was performing at, and I went through kind of a stage of feeling guilty that I didn't want to talk about it really, because I felt like people were a lot worse off than I was, and I felt guilty talking about it, and I kind of consciously in my mind tried to pretend that I wasn't actually there. And I had people asking me how I was, and at the time I didn't know how I was. And then fast forward a few days and Ariana announced that she was going to be doing a concert in which she was going to be doing it with a few other artists, and it was going to be this kind of One Love kind of thing. I was automatically I'm gonna go, because obviously it was Ariana and I've travelled to London to see her, so seeing her live is a must. But also because I think it's such a positive idea, and my tickets were free obviously because I was at the original concert. So anyway, I went to the One Love concert and it was so amazing. Like no other concert I've been to before. Kind of made me realise the whole theme of love and beating hate was something that I as a human are actually concentrated on anyway, and I feel like the hate is not the way forward anyway in any situation, and that you should always choose love in any situation, even though at times it can be really hard, and I get that. But there was such positive energy, and everyone was kind of just positive around each other, and there was just a whole positive buzz which I vibed off so much. To seeing people for a few weeks that had been getting the little ribbon tattoos or the bee tattoos, and I subconsciously was I don't want to do that. I don't want to remember what happened and have it tattooed on me. It was after that concert that I kind of saw a new meaning behind it all. What happened was tragically horrible, and it was for everyone in the same position as me. I saw things that I shouldn't have seen, and I saw things that I'd never imagined to have seen, and I don't want to go into that, but I think the concert gave me closure, and suddenly I didn't feel so guilty about it anymore. Because of that I decided to get a little tattoo, which I'm going to go into the meaning of now, which is basically what the whole video is centered around. But I just wanted to do a little overview of why I got the tattoo and what it means to me, and just a little overview of what was going through my mind when I first got it. So I wanted to get this little ribbon tattoo, which is on the side of my wrist, and you've probably seen this circling around the internet so many times. This is the signature ribbon with the bunny ears for the Manchester attack kind of memorial kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it. When I went to go and get the tattoo, I didn't know how to explain it. I got this ribbon as a reminder of those who tragically had their tomorrows taken away from them, to remember them, because one thing that's hit me is that they were the same as me. They literally went to the concert to see their favourite artist perform, and to see someone who they looked up to so much, or they were parents of children that was there to see their idol perform. And it was kind of the sense of we were all in the same boat, we were all there for the same reason, and that's what a concert is. It's people who love the same thing being brought together and enjoying music, which is such a beautiful thing, and it always will be one of my favourite things, and that's why I love concerts so much, and that's why I'm not afraid to go to another concert. I went to Catfish and the Bottlemen on Friday, and although it was quite a scary, shocking experience. I knew it was something that I wanted to do because I will not give up my love of concerts and love of sharing concerts with complete strangers who I've probably never met before but are all there for the same reason that I'm there, and I think that's pretty amazing. So I didn't only get the tattoo to remember them, I got it as a little reminder to myself that love will always conquer hate, and that you should always choose love even if it's the hardest decision you have to make. And it's also a tattoo to remind me of the courage and the strength and the inspiration of everyone else who was there that night, and that, you know, people can be brought together over such a tragic event. That's what everyone was. Like, everyone, even if you weren't there at the One Love concert, I'm sure you could see like how the whole thing brought everyone together, and it was pretty freaking amazing. So that's why I got this little tattoo. It's a reminder of love, strength, courage, hope. And I think at this time, with what the whole world is going through, I think it's a pretty amazing tattoo to have. And I think it's a nice little reminder that I'll always have with me. I don't regret any of my tattoos, and I certainly don't regret this one. And I feel like even when I'm 80, I'll look at this tattoo and I'll remember that concert, and I remember how everyone was brought together. And I will remember how complete strangers on that night of the Manchester attack had so much kindness, especially towards me because I went to the concert on my own, and how kind people really are. And it just gives you some hope with humankind, because humans do some shitty things, and I think that was shown back in May. But there are also a hell of a lot more humans that do a hell of a lot more good things. It's pretty amazing that after everything that was horrible about that night, there is still a few positives that came from it, and this tattoo and the meaning behind this tattoo is definitely one of them. So I just wanted to like talk about my tattoo and why I got my tattoo. Basically, the reason why I got the ribbon one and not the B one is because the B one is mainly to show the workers' bee. That's what it is. It's kind of a symbolisation of Manchester. And after thinking, I was nearly going to get the B, and then I realised, like, I don't think of myself as from Manchester. I more think of myself as from like the Liverpool area of like the UK. Although I do live pretty close to Manchester, I class myself as like Liverpool, so getting the workers' bee wasn't very personal to me, and I wanted something pretty personal. Whereas this ribbon has like a personal meaning because it was the symbol of the One Love concert, and it was the symbol of the memorial after the attack. This was actually the smallest size they could do it because they had to like print it off, and it basically took a lot for me to be like, can you get it down as small as you can get it, please? Because I want it on the side of my wrist, and finally I got it. It is drying out a little bit, so I need to put some more bepanthen on it at the moment, and as I'm saying this, it's actually hurting a little bit. But I did only get it on Friday, and it's only Monday now, so it's kind of healing the same as my semicolon did, so it's okay. I think it's healing okay. But basically, I asked on Twitter, and I asked you if you wanted me to do a little video on my tattoo and about my experience of the past month or so. And although I don't want to really go into what I saw or how I really felt after the attack, because I'm trying to move forward positively, I think it was good to also talk about the positives that I got from it and how I feel about it now. Right now I'm feeling a lot better, and I basically got through it by keeping myself busy. I just cope with it by keeping busy and seeing positives from this and keeping going, because I don't think anyone can tell you. One of the things that annoyed me was a lot of people were saying we can't let them win, or we can't do this, or we can't do that, and it's very true, but at the same time you can't tell me how I should feel. I think it's a very personal thing, and people grieve differently, and people experience things differently, and people get over things differently. Like, some people got over it by not doing anything for the next few weeks, or by keeping busy, or by looking at the news, and I didn't want to look at the news and I didn't want to hear about it. That wasn't my own ignorance, it was just me not wanting to relive any of it. So I just wanted to kind of like do a little video about it, because, you know, it's something that I don't wish on anyone. Definitely do not wish on anyone. I think you never expect it to happen to you. You never expect to get caught up in it, and you definitely don't expect for anyone to lose their lives in the same room as you. You don't ever think that you'll ever go through that, or you'll ever see things that I did, or that, you know, it's kind of hard. But at the same time, I'm so glad that I got this tattoo as a little positive reminder of love and courage and strength and hope. And that's the message of this video, that love does really win. You know, that message of love and courage and strength and hope really got me through this whole thing. So thank you so much for watching. I hope it wasn't too dull. I hope it came across quite positive in a nice way, if you get what I mean. So thank you so incredibly much for watching, and yeah, that's it.